Welcome back everyone, welcome to Worldwide Movie Aircaps, and today I'm going to explain The Rebound. Don't forget to like, comment, share, turn on the notification bell and subscribe for more video. Thanks for watching and God bless you all.
The movie begins with a woman named Sandy. She's a 40-year-old housewife. She lives with her 2 kids and husband. She finds happiness in her kids. And she loves them the most. One day when she was watching her son's birthday party video, she finds out that her husband has an affair with a woman named Molly. After that, she divorced her husband and moved to New York with her kids. She was starting a new life, and that's why she was searching for a new job. And a house. For that, she went to a cafe and met her 25-year-old boy named Aram. He just had a breakup with his girlfriend. Sandy and Aram both were trying to find happiness in their life. And wanted to move on in their life. Meanwhile, Sandy was trying to adjust to city life with her kids. That's why she joined self-defense classes where she saw Aram. He was doing the job over there for the sake of money. He doesn't want to do the job and it was very hard for him. At the time, Sandy got the opportunity to vent her anger which she had for her husband. She thinks about her husband and starts abusing Aram. She starts hitting him badly as much as she can. At that moment, Aram understood that Sandy is sorrowful. He tried to calm her down. The following day, at the cafe, Sandy apologizes to Aram for her behavior yesterday. And then she asks him if he can be a babysitter for her kids. Aram agrees to the babysitter job. Later at night, he understood that Sandy's kids are very strange. After that, Sandy went on a date with a man. Meanwhile, she was happy with the date. After a while, that man went inside the toilet and started talking to her. On one side, Aram became friends with Sandy's kids, and on the other hand, Sandy was experiencing strange people on her date. After that, Sandy comes back home from an awful date night. When she came home, Aram had already put the children to sleep. Sandy started talking about her problems, and that's why Aram stayed there in her house for the night. The following morning when Aram is working in the cafe, Sandy's kids come to meet him and then told him that her mother is dead. Aram gets scared and goes to Sandy's house. He looked at Sandy and then told the kids their mother is not dead, she was just sleeping. After a while, Aram tries to wake up Sandy. At that moment, she remembers that something happened between Sandy and Aram last night. And her kids also knew that. With time, Sandy was improving in her life and she was also promoted in her job. With that, Aram got a full-time babysitter job. However, his parents were not happy with that. Because of that, Aram started looking for another job. Slowly, Aram comes close to the kids and Sandy also starts liking him. Meanwhile, one of Sandy's friends understands that she has started liking Aram. And on the other hand, Aram had no interest in meeting other girls. He was enjoying his life with Sandy and her kids. One night Aram took Sandy on a date to a place where she enjoyed it a lot. Suddenly a man comes and talks to Aram. He is the CEO of the company where Aram had applied for a job. With their conversation, Sandy gets to know that Aram has got the job. However, he refused to take the job because he wanted to be a babysitter in Sandy's house. When Sandy asks him about his job, Aram replies that for the first time he is feeling happy around Sandy and her kids. He feels happy around her. At the time, the boxer started to win the fight for whom they were cheering. Suddenly, when the boxer punches him, he fell out of the ring, and because of that, Aram gets a little hurt. And Sandy had to bring him home. After a while, Sandy's ex-husband comes to their house, and when he sees Aram with the kids, he starts fighting with Sandy. He says that he wants to get back with her. After putting the kids to bed, when Aram comes out, Sandy's ex-husband tells Aram to leave. Aram stays there and asks Sandy to tell him what is in her heart. Meanwhile, she couldn't say all those things which she said in the self-defense class. At that time when Aram tells her all those things, Sandy could say all the things which were in her heart. Because of Aram, she got the courage. She tells all the things which she wanted to say for a long time. She throws her ex-husband out of the house. And then Sandy tells Aram that she wants to go on a date with him. The following morning, when Aram tells one of his friends that he is going on a date with Sandy, he gets sad because that night he had a performance. And his friend wanted him to watch his performance. Later, for his friend's happiness, Aram takes Sandy on a date to that theater where his friend was performing. They had to watch so many bad performances, and in the end, Aram's friend started performing and his performance was also bad. After the show, Aram and Sandy were taken to a party. They started dancing and both come close, and Aram was really happy because of that. However, Aram met a girl named Alice. She had married Aram for the green card, and once she got what she wanted, she had left Aram. Regardless, she tells Aram that she wants to come back into his life. Meanwhile, Aram had moved on and he wanted to live with Sandy. He was just thinking about Sandy. After the date, they both started a relationship. At home when they are getting intimate, Sandy's kids see them. And at that moment, decide to tell them everything about their relationship. Later Sandy tells her friend about Aram. Meanwhile, her friend was worried that she was in love with her babysitter. The following day, Aram brought Sandy and her kids to meet his parents. Sandy was very happy with the decision, however. She could see that Aram's mother is not happy with their relationship. Sandy ignores all of that because Aram loves her and her kids more than her husband. Meanwhile, everyone was making fun of Sandy and Aram because of their age gap. However, that was affecting Sandy because she thought she was destroying Aram's life. Because he is young and she is older. However, Aram doesn't care about anything. After some days, Sandy feels a little strange and then she realizes that she's pregnant. At night when she tells everything to Aram. At first, he gets a little scared and then he says that he wanted that to happen. And he wants kids with her. Sandy feels happy after listening to that. All of her fears go away. The next day when they go to a doctor. At the clinic, the doctor tells them that she is pregnant. However, the baby won't survive. Because of Sandy's age. But she can be pregnant again. Sandy gets upset after hearing that, and when they come out of the clinic she starts fighting with Aram. In anger, Sandy says that their relationship is not right because there is a gap in their age, and it won't work in the future. And that's why they should not live together. After the fight, they break up. Aram quit his babysitting job and decides to travel around the world so he can experience new places with new people. Meanwhile, he wasn't happy because he couldn't forget Sandy and her kids. On the other hand, Sandy became a very good mother and she got another promotion and had a job. And 5 years passed by. Aram was spending most of his time in India to understand their culture. They both were getting success in their life. Sandy has become a news anchor, on the other hand. Aram was traveling to different countries and was teaching kids, and he was helping them in their life. He was always surrounded by little kids. Many girls tried to be with him, however, he was happy alone. After some days, Sandy is spending some time with her kids in a restaurant when she suddenly meets Aram after 5 years. They both were feeling really good after meeting each other, and then Aram says that a few years ago in Bangladesh, he met this kid who he adopted, and now they live together. When Sandy finds out that he is still single, she tells him to join them. Without wasting any more time they come close. They both give another chance to their relationship. And they start living together happily.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe for more video.